the Lord. And the major difference between worshiping the one true and living God and worshiping man-made gods is that man's idea or concept of judgment can be skewed. It can be skewed based on where you came from or your experiences or what you know about different people. So man's judgment is always flawed in some kind of way. But God is perfect and God's judgment is always right. It's always pure. And so that's why there is no need to have all of these various different kinds of gods for different things. And there's no reason for us to make sacrifices and do all of the things and have all of the rituals that they had to please those man-made gods, because God is all powerful and he doesn't need any of those things. All we have to do is trust him and obey him. So this is what Paul was teaching in this lesson. Now, when we look at the epistles, Paul tailored each epistle to the specific needs of the churches. So you'll see that each of the epistles have a slightly different theme. But what I love about it is because now when we have a Bible, now we can read the epistles, and when we put them all together, we can really learn about what God is requiring. And it's really nice the way that the New Testament is laid out, because you have these gospels that you put those together, you get a good idea of what really happened when Jesus was on earth, right? And then you get these epistles and you put those together and you get a really good idea about what God is requiring from you. And so now how can we go wrong when we have all of this right here before us? Then Paul goes on to talk about God's goodness. Now, we love to talk about how good God is. He's good, he's merciful, he's just. And sometimes people say that, God is too good. He won't send anybody to hell. But Paul is saying that if you believe in the goodness of God, then it will prompt you to repentance. If you believe that he's good, then you will do the right thing because you believe in him and you trust him. So if he's so good, then you are going to be good. And if you serve him, you will have the characteristics of a God, which makes you godly in your behavior, in your everyday walk, and the way that you think and the things that you say. So this is what Paul was saying, is that the goodness of the Lord should call you to repentance. And what we don't want to do is not be appreciative of God's goodness and to just take advantage of his grace and his mercy toward us and just continue in sin and disregard the things and his will and what he wants us to do and the standard that he has required in our lives. And that's what Paul is teaching. Inasmuch as God is so good, you ought to treat him with goodness and with kindness and with love and with respect. And not only God, but each other as well. We should exemplify godly characteristics in our everyday lifestyle. And that is how we demonstrate the goodness of God.